gonna make the profiles boom, 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 boom. What they is, I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is today on Gunner's Profiles. What it is real life, real talk by a real one who really did that shit. Simona Watayara. If you see me on the yada, you know the shit's a go down. Order it went down. Sometimes it did it, sometimes it did. Can't call it, right? What it ain't is added preservatives. No bullshit, no lies, no false stories, man. We're gonna keep it as calm, cool, and correct as we can with a whole lot of intellect. I'm gonna give you some knowledge you can't get in college. I'm gonna put some paint where there ain't, man. I'm gonna put some motherfucking pep in my step. One time for your mind, the charisma is real. Now, in a Menudo in direct fashion, next you can tell by that thumbnail right there, 1090 Jake. I wanted to talk about this individual. For those of you that don't know who he is, tap in. He got a good channel. I fuck with it. I'm gonna be totally honest with you and tell you I fuck with it. To what degree of fucking with it? Not a whole lot, right? It isn't like I've been watching this channel for the last fucking 3 years like this. Nah, I won't hold, right? But I have watched his channel, kind of binge watched it in the last few days just to kind of get an idealism and kind of a feel for what he's got and what he puts out there and what I consider the what does his thing. I can't be mad at him, right? As you can see by that thumbnail, man, we're talking about the six-figure convict, right? The six-figure felon. He done did that, right? Now, when this prison genre started to boom, a lot of people came out the bushes, right? A lot of snakes slithered up out of under rocks, right? And people said, God damn, people are interested in prison. Well, I've done that. I've been there. I've been to yards, right? To what degree of yards? Not everyone has been to the same type of motherfucking yarda or shoe or oil, right? But at the same time, people have done time in different states. They've done time in the California Department of Corrections where the motherfucking wiggle was absolutely real, indubitably, right? They've done time. So people felt that if for no other reason, and it continues every day to come out with some content that'll blow your mind, war stories or whatever. And this Walter 1090 Jake was one of the originators, okay? He came out a few years back. Prison content, okay? He got his channel, he got it booming. And he has absolutely worked this channel like a maestro, Holmes. He taught some shit, right? He worked this channel into a six-figure income yearly, annually, yes, right? He's making his money. Now, I ain't mad at him. Those of us that are struggling and striving within the prison genre on YouTube, man, cannot be haters. You can't. So obviously, there's a lot of inner turmoil amongst people. So obviously, I'm not going to name any names, but you know those that beef. I've had plenty of trolls, plenty of people knock down my fucking door and they want that plate, though, right? I've had plenty of stuff put on my plate. I ate it all up, but there was nothing to me, right? Never no leftovers, right? I just continue to do me and mines and push for what I truly believe in. Okay, I have my agenda. I have my reasons behind what I do and how I does it, right? On Power, what it is, right? But at the same time, this guy 1090 Jake, I wanted to tell a little bit of his back history for anyone who's particularly interested, because this is one of the motherfucking proprietor and innovators of this prison genre. I can't hate. I got to keep it where this fat fucker did it. You know what I mean? And in that fashion. So the guy was born in Massachusetts, right? When I think Massachusetts, I think Boston. Utterly Bird, right? I think Boston. But he was born in Massachusetts and raised out there in Tampa in Florida, right? Now, this guy at a very young age picked up cases, right? So he went through the youth facilities that they have there. And I think the reason why people identified with him right from the gate, right from Jump Street, was that a lot of his war stories were real. They were true. Now, a lot of people fact check you. Let's just go Google me. Google me, yes, right? They Google you. They're going to find out if you've really been there and done that, or if you're just a fake motherfucker that's out there fucking living off someone else's dream. Utterly clout chasing, bag chasing. I'm here to tell you what I state as facts. I don't care what anyone says. Pitas. You know I'm talking to you. I don't give a fuck. Oh, I don't remember that. You just clout chasing off my name. Bitch, you're clout chasing off Nipsey Hussle's name. Stop it, right? And the game and Blueface and so on and so forth and so forth and so on, right? We already know what time it is. But on some real life shit, this guy started telling stories about his youth. Time locked up as a youth, as I did as well, right? And a lot of it rang true. Okay, I can identify with some of the things he said because there are a lot of fucking games that are played in YA. There is a lot of fucking stabbings. There is a lot of things that people that have not been there can't speak on because they don't know it, right? Shit gets grimy in there. Shit gets real. Motherfuckers in there trying to catch bodies. To what degree of catching? They might not catch them all. Bodies were caught. You know what I mean? But they will poke you, scrape you, scratch you, and do all kinds of other things in there. That's a fact. And this guy, I think what made him so notoriously known and when people started to catch on was not only was he one of the first ones to do it, we're speaking on 1090 Jake's fat ass, right? Was not only he the first ones to do it, but also He actually showed a booking photo at the age of 19, man, con un pinche 7-inch slash on his face, right? And people started to be like, damn, he was really in there living that life. Or was he, right? Now, most people that get their slash in the face is for one or two things. Now, every state's different. Every state differentiates how they're going to do that, to what degree of doing that. You know, in New York, they call it the buck 50, man. They're hitting everyone. You see every motherfucker on the block con un pinche pico, the guy will hit him, right? It's just what it is. In California, it's a little bit different. In California, if you see someone that's called a puto mark, you know they're not in good standings. Something happened to them, especially in Northern California. If you see about the whacked, we call it whacked, right? You see about the fucking slashed or whacked, you know he is no longer active. He got removed off said yard, right? He was on that motherfucking 4, that 3, that 2, that 1, oh my, right? Wiggling. And he got whacked, right? That's an identifying mark that something happened. To what degree of something, no one's going to call it like an alcoholic, but they will tell you something happened. Look at his face. That's it. He's no good. Let me tell you a story about that. I remember pulling up in the hood, dead end store. Me and the homeboy posted from dead end. We was in this bitch Inox fucking Mustang. I ain't going high side. I didn't have a car at that time. I was on a BMX beach cruiser, right? Mobbing, right? So when I knocked this bitch and she's let me use her car, I drop her off right there at the AT&T fucking place where she worked at Castle Air Force Base. I was moving a group. I pick up every homeboy, so I still we're getting my mom's in the backseat of her car, right? And the winner was, right now she's watching, like, Dad, you did that? Bitch, you knew, right? Anyways, trip out. So, yeah, you remember how we got down right there. And the winner wasn't you? Right? Anyway, well, maybe it was. Anyways, look, at the end of the day, me and the homeboy pull up right there, and there was a homeboy, rest in peace, the homeboy Big Squeaks. And he was actually with another vato. And the other vato, I couldn't really quite see him. And the homeboy, we're chopping up with the homeboy Big Squeaks, who was still in good standings at this particular time. Everybody was. We were all active. We were out there getting our paper. And I remember he was like, let's play big bank, take little bank. He was high sign. He used to wear all kinds of jewelry and chains and shit. And I was like, bro, you know, I ain't trying to do all that because in real life, I didn't have money, right? You know what I mean? So I was like, nah, and he's flossing his little money and we're just chopping it up. He had just paroled from Pelican Bay. He was somebody, he had status. So we're just kind of chopping it up and he's finding out what's going on with the hood. And we're finding out what was going on with people that were no good. And that was it. And he was with this other guy who's being pretty quiet. And I was like, who's this? He said, this is a homeboy from Salas. I said, what's up, bro, right? And when they're about to turn like that, I said, right? Me and the homeboy, right? Because this vato, it had a whack from here to here. His shit was mangled. He looked like motherfucking, that little ugly motherfucker from fucking, this is how he looked. He looked like that ugly motherfucker from fucking Game of Thrones, fucking the little midget with the fucked up face though, right? I was like, damn, look at this vato, right? Automatically, I assumed he's no good. He's a dropout. He fucking fell off. He got whacked, right? And I wasn't playing. I went, who is this vato, right? The homeboy's like, nah. You don't understand. Yeah, the homeboy got removed, bro, but he's all good. He got brought back in the fold. It was a mistake, right? Now, you got to understand at this time, man, I wasn't with that mistake shit, right? But we said, okay, it's cool. And we gave the homeboy the pass. And it turned out that he was a righteous dude. He wiggled around the city of Merced, slamming black for a little while, and then he disappeared on us, right? And now he's no good, right? But just something like that draws your attention. But anyways, with 1090 Jake showing this photo, it captivated the audience. It made people believe that he was really out there in the war zone. Okay, and as a youth, he probably was. You know, I can't take that from him. But I know out there in Tampa, Florida, man, growing up, he starts to fucking get accustomed to a gang out there, a blood gang. He starts to claim sangres. Now, that's very unusual to see a white boy claiming bloods. Nowadays, it's different. You know, Tunchi, everyone's doing it, right? But prior to that, it was very weird to see bloods. Now, I don't know how they got it going on in Florida. I'm not from out there, so I don't know if it's more diversified and everybody's just banging what they bang. Like I said, man, it's all about not what you look like and who you are, man. It's about the motherfucking area you grew up in. You adapt to your surroundings. That's a fact, right? So I can't knock anybody for joining a gang and not being, that predominant group. Whereas you think Sangres, you think Africanos, right? You think fucking Norteños, you think Mexicans. You think Southsiders, you think Mexicans. You think Bulldogs, you think fucking Mexicans, right? Certain gangs, you think TRG, you think Asian. You know what I mean? But there's Mexicans in TRG. There's a little bit of everything. So that may be the case. But him claiming being a blood, and representing that to the fullest, and then having that personality, that charisma, and the way he carried himself and told a story, people were captivated by this guy. Okay, he was one of the first felons. And when I say felons, we're saying ex-felons, ex-convicts to get on this YouTube thing and make it pop for himself. And he did that. Now, there's a lot of haters. There's a lot of people. I don't know why this motherfucker and I was one of them. To what degree this fat fucker get all these views and do all that when his stories ain't all that? But it's neither here nor there. YouTube loves who they love. I mean, that's just the way it's going to be, man. And I can't knock the next man for his hustle and get into his bag. That would be unbecoming of me. And that's not the way I get down, right? What I will say about this 1090 Jake cat is I have some feelings about him, and I'm going to put him out there, right? I do know that in Florida, man, at a young age, he got caught with a concealed firearm, and they stacked all kinds of shit on him. He picked up 19 pinchy felonies. That's a lot of felonies, right? Then he took a deal for 3 years, right? Yeah, the wind blew. Right? To what degree of 3 years after 19 felonies do you get? Okay, that can only lead me to believe one thing. Either he was a first-time felon and really didn't have no cases, or he's telling on everybody, right? But anyways, the man picks up 3 years on 19 pinchy felonies. Okay, so he goes to a prison, man. The word on the curb was he was in there representing that blood thing. And then I heard other stories, man, that he was in there like on some bullshit, right? That the general population is not like the general population of California, where over there you must fucking wiggle, right? In Florida it was a little bit different. There was motherfuckers with faulty cases. Everybody was mixed. So it wasn't as hard, right? But I'm not going to knock Florida, the state of Florida, the department, whatever they got going on, right? The Florida Correctional Department, and say that they're not fucking out there handling business, because every state wiggles a different way, but every state has hitters. There's hitters everywhere. You know, there's hitters right now on the moon looking down at us like, bitch, say something wrong. Say it! Say it, right? And they're going to come down in a menudo style on un pinche UFO, land on me, suck me in there, and dissect me, right? I know there's people that hate, but at the same time, man, I got to keep it real. Now, what I will say about this guy, what's his name, 1090 Jake, is that where I think he blew up, where I think he got his notoriety, was because he got in this fight a couple years ago with that cat Pino. For those of you that don't know Pino, good. Who cares? He'll tell on you. I said, watch out, right? Pino, this guy was supposedly a Crip or whatever the case from fucking Florida as well, right? He was doing a little too much. He was a young white guy that grew up. Hi, my name is Slim Shady. One of them type cats, man. He was a wankster. He's trying to wiggle that way. He wanted to be something that he definitely wasn't. But his pull-up game was real. Him and fucking 1090 J got into some type of fucking altercation over the airwaves, as it does happen, man. And he was one of the only guys, besides China Mac, to pull up, right? I think I pulled up too to a boxing match. Did I do it? Yeah, I recall that last year, right? The pull-up was real. But this was there was real animosity there. With me and Cholo Trucker was different. We were homeboys, man. We were putting on an exhibition for the unity of brown raza. That's what it means. And that's, at the end of the day, that's what counts, right, for us. But these guys had animosity, man. And I know that 1090 Jake did pull up to a spot, man, and let Pino know, I'm here, man. I'm here, blood. Where you at, right? To which Pino eventually did pull up, and there was an altercation that didn't catch film. Of course, they never do, right? And next thing you know, you see fucking 1090 Jake all beat up, and he's fucking making allegations that Pino did this and Pino did that, and there was brass knuckles involved, and pistol whipping and guns, and oh my, right? Whatever the case may be, they both pulled up. You got to give them their just due on that. To what degree of just do? Just do it. You know what I mean? Like Bo says, right? They were doing their thing. Now, this could have went one or two ways. People could have been like, that was a bam shit, whatever. That blew this guy up. You know, I don't know why, but people gravitated towards the victim. Usually the victim gets looked at like, man, you got your ass beat, right? Man, shit, motherfuckers ain't chipping off you, right? But it seems like he was able to spit it and work it in his way. Because like I said, the man has a lot of charisma. He has the gift of game, and people identify with it. So he was able to spin it in his direction and blew up off of it. Now, do I hate on him? Charlie. What I understand from that is he exposed Pino several times over, and Pino actually got exposed to be a fraudulent character that really was not that one, right? And 1090 Jake has always looked solid in the eyes of the beholder, right? Now, people like to hate on him because he's a fat white guy. People like to say one thing or another, but like I say, at the end of the day, man, the man was incarcerated. Don't matter what state he was incarcerated in, he did time. Okay, to what degree of time? 3 years. He did that. So all these stories that he tells and what he speaks on, man, he bases them on facts. He's been there, Holmes. He has experience to speak on it. Now, when he speaks on California politics, California gangs, and things of that nature, so you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, right? But he doesn't do that much because, like I said, man, this is an individual from the East Coast down south, man, that's been doing his thing, and I ain't hating, I ain't mad at him. He has turned his empire into a six-figure income a year. And the winner is, right? A lot of people getting into this prison genre think that they're the one, think that they can make it. I'm a thought so, right? And it's slow motion for me. But, you know, at the same time, I'm going to continue to do what I does because I have my own lane. I'm doing 60 in the fast lane, pedal to the floor, man. My mom's on the floor, man. Trying to get back to her love. Hey, stay over there, my lady's over here, right? Bam, and the winner is, so everyone has their different lane. And I'm not hating on 1090J. I just wanted to bring it to the attention that his channel is actually good. You know, after so many people fucking in my ear, hey, you should see this guy. Oh, fuck that guy. Oh, he's a lame. Oh, this, oh, that. After watching, I could say, man, he's just doing his thing. How can anybody be mad at someone doing their thing? Not everybody has to like everybody. There's a lot of motherfuckers that don't like me. And I keep on pushing, right? I'm going to continue to push because that's how I rock. Now, you need to understand, you got individuals, and let me address some shit. We're going to address this motherfucker right now. Since we're right. You know what? I was going to address fucking Whack 100, but I'll wait. I'll do it in his own video. He's got my time, cuz. On power. I'm going to give it to him, right? We'll give it to him in his own shit. Gunners Collective. Be on the lookout for that. Coming soon. Couple days. In fact, we'll do it tomorrow on my birthday. Bang, bang. Birthday boy. You know what I mean? We're going to let it be known. But when it comes to people like 1090 Jake and several other channels, man, you can't do nothing but respect it. This man did do time incarcerated. Why he got so little time, I could see it happening. You know what I mean? Different states, different rules, different regulations, different laws. Things happen. People automatically assume someone told or did that, right? But they don't know, you know? But anyway, so I just wanted to say that was kind of a little bit of history, YouTube history of what's going on with this guy 1090 Jake. You know, people have told me, hey, reach out to him, gun, work with them. You know what I mean? I'm asking you, the viewers, do you want me to try to reach out to him and work with them? So I don't know what we're going to say. Hey, what's up? You did 3, I did 19. You did it at the age of 19. I did it at every fucking age and every stage. You know, we did it like we does it, cuz it. Don't stop, right? I don't know how we would be cool. Or we might be best fucking friends. You just never know. At the end of the day, I'm not going to knock the next man for his hustle. I know this prison genre is exploding. Right now, it's simmering, right? But it did explode. People like Chess Watson. Hoop everything. That motherfucker hooped that Michael Myers mask on Brown. See it? The hooping was real. Then you have people like fucking Fresh Out Big Herc, man. Respects to him. He was doing his thing. You know, he did federal time as well as CYA time. Everybody has their own different lane. Everyone has done time differently. You have people like Boxer from Paradigm Media Newsman who fucking programmed and functioned at the highest degree, was involved in the Gladiator War. So if you want some of that realist, illest, killer shit, you go to him. And of course, if you want some super serial, kick on back, homes, give it to you raw and direct, homes, with no added preservatives, you go to my boy Big Rojo. If you want the motherfucking gift of gab, homes, and a whole lot of history, you're going to go to Flaco. If you want it to be fucking just super serial, man, and give it to you just how it is, then you go to Josh from the Homie Hangout. And of course, if you want it every which way but loose, that's orderly, come to the gun. Bang, bang. And we're going to continue as such. Now, as far as people on the East Coast having their lanes, respect coming from the West, man. That's all I can say. But this guy, 1090 Jake, man, he's really doing it. You can't knock his hustle. You can't be mad at him that he got to that bag. But at the same time, don't be mad at me, bitch, because I'm getting mine on pyro. And that's what it is. With that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose. I hope that you get everything that you want coming to you. I will say this, addressing 1090 Jake, man. If you want to come fuck with me, come fuck with me. We can fuck with each other on any level, homes. We can do a video together. We can do an interview together. You can be mad at me, homes. You can start an internal beef, homes. We can do whatever the fuck you want to do. I got a motherfucking move for every bump on your face. That's it. What you want to do. I'm just fucking around. Respects to 1090 Jake, and you know what it is, man. Go out there and do what you can for your familia, because they're the ones that are going to do the most for you. With that being said, please hit that like and subscribe if you fuck with me. If not, you can hit that thumbs down. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive and struggle for what I truly believe in, which is peace amongst everybody, man. Everyone coming together, because that's what it's all about, man. And again, to 1090 Jake, man, whatever you want to do, homie. The shit's real. The gun. Bang, bang.